Hey, welcome to this Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts gameplay video. If you love the history of naval warfare when castles of steel ruled the waves, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And today we're going to do the second video in the series, The Pursuit of the Goeben, and we're going to assume that probably that first video didn't happen at all because she kind of got beat up. So we'll make a historical assumption, which is that she was not intercepted by one or more British battle cruisers, but was intercepted by Admiral Ernest Troubridge's first Cruiser Squadron, which consisted of the 4 armored cruisers, Defense, Black Prince, Duke of Edinburgh, and Warrior. I think they also had a light cruiser Dublin. Actually, there were some destroyers along, but we're just going to play with the 4 heavies and the light cruiser. Now, Troubridge tried to engage her. I think he sent the Dublin and a couple of destroyers for a night attack or something, like a torpedo attack. But the Breslau spotted him, and the Goeben and the Breslau slipped away, and but Troubridge wasn't aggressive about it. And there's, you got to go read it. Everybody was very unhappy with him, but he chose not to engage, believing that his old armored cruisers were no match. And we're going to find out what Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought thinks about that today. So we're going to jump in here. And, well, of course, I guess I didn't fill in. I'm assuming you saw the other video. Let me back up a bit. The Kaiser had ordered that in the event of the war, the Goeben and Breslau should either conduct raids in the Western Mediterranean to stop French troops from coming over from North Africa, or break out into the Atlantic and attempt to return to German waters, based on the squadron commander's discretion. Tirpitz sent secret orders telling him, no, go to Constantinople. So off he goes. He had the coal. He went to Messina, ran into 2 British battle cruisers, I think the Indefatigable and Indomitable, but it was before there were a conflict between British and the Germans, so they just passed each other with the British following, but the Goeben outran them. Ended up in Messina, was allowed to coal, but didn't get enough coal to get to Constantinople. She arranged for a collier to meet them in the Adriatic, slipped out, brushed up against the first cruiser squadron, as I described earlier, and escaped then into the Adriatic and to Constantinople, where she was sold to the Turks, and the German crews donned Turkish uniforms and fezzes, and Sushan, the commander of the Moltke class of the Goeben, took command of the Turkish Navy, I think. Anyway, it's a wild story. What's even more interesting is that she actually survived for decades. The Goeben survived for decades after the war. It was scrapped many, many years later. So now that I have babbled and gotten this all out of sequence, because I had in my mind, yeah, you've watched the other video, right? Which may or may not be true. We're going to go do that. We're going to assume that Troubridge got more aggressive, that the commander of the Goeben accepted the battle, or had to, because let's say Troubridge got between him and where he was going. Whatever. We're going to have the fight. So let's take a look. Yeah, I've got it all set up. 1914 for the Germans and 27,000. I ought to change that. 1 battle cruiser, 1 light cruiser against 4 heavy cruisers and 1 light cruiser. All these guys being laid down in the early 1900s. So we're going to go design the ship and get after it, but I'm not going to drag you through that. I'm going to go ahead and get it done, and I'll be back in just a few moments. We'll review the design, see if I can get her about like I did in the last video, and then we're going to go off and play. Back in just a moment. Well, There she is. And she's really close to what I built for the last video, but since I can't save it, I'm not going to swear that it's identical. I'm certain the armor is the same, and I'm pretty sure I got all this the same. And yes, many bulkheads gets her overweight. She's at 25.5 knots, so we do need to change her name. All right. Four times two 11-inch guns, 12 times one 6-inch guns, 12 times one 4-inch guns, and 4 underwater torpedo tubes. I don't think I'll go through it in any detail. I don't remember whether I had Citadel 1 or 2 last time. You know what? Citadel 3 is available. We'll go with it. So we're going to get out there and take on a pretty mean bunch of armored cruisers, and hopefully being able to set that date on the British side will force them into older hulls. We won't be seeing a bunch of 11-inch gun. Well, I don't know. Maybe 11-inch guns are common then. Anyway, they'll be appropriately drawn from the right set of hulls, and God only knows what we'll run into. And I'll be blankety blanked if I don't remember where I set the opening engagement. So it might be really far or really close. Oops. Oh well, here we go to engage Admiral Troubridge, 1st Cruiser Squadron with the SMS Goeben, and the Breslau named something else, I'm sure. Yep, okay, and we are off and running. Oh, well, we are also going in the right direction. It's the Cone. And she's a 30 knot. Well, that's nice. At least she can keep up. And I got her all screwed up. All right, time to turn to the north. Although, really and truly, we ought to be running. I don't know. Maybe we've got to escape to the north. Maybe they've intercepted us at the mouth of the Aegean, which would be ahistorical, since they were in and about the Adriatic. And we are a long ways off, so this could take a little while. I'm pretty sure I screwed that up. But what the heck. All right. She's making... Yeah, she's coming up to speed nicely. And for that matter, so is the Goeben. North will be actually over there a little bit. And we'll stay in this high speed for an unfortunate long time. Oh, by the way, does she has torpedoes, and she has a lot of them. Okay. Enemy smoke to the north. Let's back her down a little bit and use the light cruiser to scout ahead. Yeah, there's 24, then there's 23.5. How about that? Whoa. And the fight is on. What have we bumped up on? Looks really old. I believe the proper cruisers, now this may be the light cruiser. That might be their light cruisers scouting. So 6-inch guns. Yeah, well, she's outgunned if that's really the thing. She needs to... Whoa, we spotted everybody. Oh, wait, that is the lead heavy cruiser. Okay, I see. And you're already down in your... Oh, God, we got to hit play to get that sound going. Alright, that gets her down into her cruise speed. Right, she needs to get serious about getting out of this mess fast as she can. That looks like that's about as good as it gets for her. Alright, well. I want her back here to screen. We may have to deal with the destroyer at some point. Doesn't seem like they're shooting at her, but they are good and by God shooting at us. Yeah, let's go take another look. Alright, yep, they are turning to port. You know what? Make some smoke. How we do it on conditions? Mixed bag. That just might be the light cruiser. I don't know. We are certainly. Okay, what's it? Well, looks like we are hitting what I think are ahistorically underarmed cruisers. Oh! Oh! Really? Well, maybe it was a light cruiser, or maybe it's just an appropriate heavy cruiser. Wow, that was ugly. How are we doing there? She's doing good. She's getting out of there. And we've switched fire to the next guy in line. Let's go. I don't know whether we bagged a heavy cruiser or a light cruiser. Ah, wait. Light cruiser, 3 warships. Yeah, I think we hit the heavy, or we hit the light cruiser. So it's fixing to get a lot more interesting. I don't know, she looks a whole lot like what's sinking over here. Australia! Down she goes. So we did get a heavy. Well, perhaps Admiral Troubridge was right. But he really had no business in this fight. How far away are these guys? Oh God, we are close. We are close. There's a destroyer right there. I did give him a destroyer, didn't I? That's my recollection. I don't know if that was a ricochet or a miss. Right, here comes. No, that's the light cruiser. That's the light cruiser. No, if I give him a destroyer or not, I don't remember now. Alright, now we are engaged with an unidentified, what we say is a light, but that's the light right there. We put one of the cruisers down hard. But looks like they still want to stay in play. Colin, why are you slowing down? I need you to speed up just a bit. Come on now. Boom! Now we're in there. There's heavy guns that are out of sight engaging us because we've got greater visibility. 3.3% chance to hit. It's not exciting. Have we identified these folks yet? Yes, we have. Let's take a look. We identified the Blake. Wow, 7.4 inches of armor, good for 21 knots. She can't keep up with us. 10-inch guns. Okay, historically, I think those 4 cruisers, or at least some of them, were 9-inch, 9.2 inch, something like that. I think 2 twin turrets. I should have paid it closer attention. So 10-inch guns are more dangerous, but there aren't as many guns. Has she decided to leave? No, she's hanging in there, baby. Don't know where. Oh, she's hurt. And who are you engaging? Whoa! I want you to engage her. Did that make you turn? No. Blake is in a world of hurt. On fire, steering damage. And is she taking... Yeah, she's only taking 11-inch hits that I can tell. I think the Cone is wandering off a little bit. I did change her course when I retargeted. Oh, really? Are the little guns targeting the light cruiser? They sure are. We haven't identified her. Well, we've got a small percentage chance advantage as far as hit, but my God, we've got 4 times the guns. All right, who got hit that time? I think the light cruiser got smacked that time. We haven't. Yes, we have. She's bruised. 6-inch hits. That could have been here or here. So Blake decided to leave yet? No, she's still hanging in there. Where are the rest of her? They're over here in that haze, tossing rounds in our general direction. Actually, I'm feeling pretty comfortable at this range. I'm not real thrilled that we're not hitting as... I wonder if we slow down a bit and you slow down a bit. Is Blake actually... No, she's not. It's just that she... Arrogant is blasting right along. She's just moving quickly, or quicker than the Blake, who is a mess of fires. And so far, the Goeben is untouched. Alright, does that light cruiser got torpedoes? Yes, it does. Yep, looks like our secondaries are focused on the light. And, of course, the main battery is engaging the Blake. Cool. Very cool. All right, let's take a bit of a chance. And come to port. Oh, actually we don't have. There we go. Get back on the heavy cruiser. He's still in the fight. He is just really slow. Come up to 22 knots. That's where she is. There was another hit, 65% structural. That was an 11-inch hit, mid-belt penetration, 195 points. That stung. Alright, I want her to go to save. She's using her ammunition like crazy. I guess I didn't throw a destroyer in here, did I? It was just the 4 cruisers and the light cruiser. That seems fair. Ah, we have... Now we can see another heavy cruiser. And he switched fire. Well, that doesn't make much sense, but there we go. Does Blake have a wrecked front? Well, I don't know if it's wrecked, but it's all on fire. Yeah, this old gal doesn't have any ammunition to speak of. We got 6,300 rounds of 6-inch. Just not much of a chance to hit, but we get pounded out there all day long. And right back there is another. Oh. We got a 6-inch hit. Causing some significant flooding. Yeah, she's very unhappy. Very unhappy. She may sink from that 6-inch hit. No, they've got it under control. Oh, another. That was a funnel hit. Engaging. Why are you shooting at the light cruiser? Let's slow things down. That's interesting. Why did the AI switch to the light cruiser? I don't know, but I don't like it. I want you to engage there. Yeah, she got her. Oh, look at that. She's pumped herself dry. What a beautiful thing. boom, boom, boom. 3.7% chance to hit. Bang! That ringer chimes for 185 points. Oh, 188 points. Will she make it, or will she sink out? I think she's done. Trying to control it. She's done. And once again, it caused me to change targeting, and it decided it just had to. All right, Europa. Going around her sinking squadron mate. Well, although these are undergunned historically, they've got bigger guns but fewer of them. What I've learned is, one, I can't force the AI to build older stuff, which is cool. And if this is any indication of what reality would have been like, the Goeben is just devouring these cruisers. Now, what was this? Sochan, whatever, the commander of the Goeben didn't really want to fight him. He wanted to go places. He had some respect for them. I don't know if it. Yeah. Oh, we got a hit. They got a hit. 10-inch hit, mid-deck, over penetration. Went clean through the tower. Like I said, I'm not certain this proves anything. Whoa, she got hammered. The flotation's killing her. Will she get that under control? Governor switch fire. Yeah, she's got it under control. She's pumping it dry. Very cool. Very cool. Really, they ought to be trying to leave. Whoa. Oh, she got out of sight. I wonder if, I don't think we have changing weather conditions, do we? I don't know. Alright. We've taken fire control hits. That's ugly. Oh, I've never seen this before. There are my torpedo tubes. There are my 4-inch guns. I got a comment that told me about this. I'd forgotten about it, though. Which means we can look at Cologne. Woo, another big hit. Oh, sweet. Well, is she trying to hang in here? There she is. There's Europa. Well, that conning tower hit, or forward tower hit, whatever you want to describe it, has still got a pretty good chance to hit, but that was bad. But considering we have smacked a light cruiser around, killed 2 heavy cruisers or armored cruisers, and taking... Whoa. Conning tower damage, ship's on fire. We've taken fire control damage, right. They're hanging in here. They shouldn't be. And we've taken 3 hits. Not bad for having closed up like this. She's already put torpedoes in the water. Yeah. She's already done it. She can do it again, by God. Oh! We even got a torpedo hit. Yeah, she's toasty. Toasty. And we just took another hit. All things considered, the damage that the Goeben has taken against these old girls is trivial. She has just torn them up. Right, get going. Are you running? You should be. Trying to. But what the heck, although there really is no reason to go for the kill like this, why not? Colin's picking up the pace. May not be anything there for her to shoot at before it's all said and done. Alright, how are we doing here? She's coming around. Chase is on. In fact, she can slow right down while the column blasts ahead. Yeah. Might as well smoke up. Oh, good hit. Alright, historically there'd be no reason for the Goeben to do anything but run. He's got these guys beat down. In fact, she could have outrun them to begin with, but we're just playing now. She's really in pretty good shape. She really is. She's got a little flooding going. Oh, she's low ammo though. That's what she gets for flinging all those useless shots from all across the world. Of course, Goeben is eating up most of her ammunition too. It's another thing that you don't have to consider in these sandbox games as well. How far away am I from where I can get some stuff? Yeah, she's turning away. She doesn't want the column to get a and get back here. She's taking 3-inch hits. This old girl is hitting her. And, well, I don't know. Yeah, we're dinking up our light cruiser for nothing. Again, the campaign would make this kind of thing foolish. Oh, she's already torpedoed. Pop some smoke and get out of the way. And there they go. But they got her broadside to the Goeben, which at brutally close range. 5 kilometers. Whew. And still only an 8% chance to hit. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, she's pretty much done. Pretty much done. Flotation's murdering her. You could do something crazy. Switch to HE. And there she goes. And there's a light cruiser out there somewhere, but we're not going to hunt her down. We've done what we came to do. We played against the heavy units of the 1st Cruiser Squadron. Yeah, it would have been more interesting if they had 4 9-inch guns instead of 2 10-inch guns. But the important part is I set them up as around 1904, 1905, which is when most of those 4 ships that were in that cruiser squadron were laid down. And so they came up against the Goeben, which I gave 1914 technology, but a few years, I think it was 1911, something, I don't remember exactly, not important. She didn't get significant technology over what she had, and down they went. So I guess if what we can conclude is that if they had been playing Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts in 1914 in the Mediterranean, that Admiral Troubridge is right. He shouldn't go play with this guy. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. 1903, 1904. Yes, when those ships were all laid down in a couple, 3 years from there. And we started way out. I should have started that down to maybe 20,000 yards. But what the heck, it doesn't much matter. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and it'd be fun to do again and see what kind of heavy cruisers pop. You know, kick it to 1904, see if they get 4 guns instead of 2 guns. But there you go. Hey, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of Very Young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.